So I am going to show you the simplest way possible to reverse into a parking space, into a bay. So this is the reverse bay park. Now you may well have been taught that you need to use the third line after the bay you want to be in, lining up your wing mirror with it, etc., which makes no sense whatsoever. And I'm quite sure if you've ever been in the car with anybody when you go and park somewhere in the real world in a car park, at no point have they ever said, hold on a minute, I just need to line my wing mirror up with a line in this car park because that's the only way I can get my car into a parking space. It doesn't happen because it is nonsense. So how do you do it? Well, it's really straightforward. So you can see that my camera is lined up with the wing mirror, and you can see I've also got a blind spot mirror. So pretty straightforward. I've pulled up into this position. It really doesn't matter where you pull up. It makes no odds. You can reverse into a bay, whether it's right next to you, whether you've lined it up, whatever. You just pull up and you actually look where you're going and reverse into it. So how do you do that? Well, let's get the car set up first of all. So check round, full observations, and then look into the bay. And you can see, now if I just show you in the wing mirror there, you can see I'm going to come into this. I'm literally just going to cut the wheel across the line. Hope you can see that in the mirror. And as I come in, full check round. So I'm doing safety observations the whole time, and I'm into the bay. That's it. Now I hope you can see in the mirror what I was doing there. So I was looking around, but I was just using that mirror. So literally I was just getting the back right hand corner of this car to make sure that I was cutting across the line into this bay, and then I've made sure that this car is lined up with the line to my right in that mirror, because if I'm next to that line, I'm in the bay, and that's it. Now it really is that simple. As long as you can get to grips with that, you will never have any trouble doing this bay maneuver anywhere, anytime. It makes no difference where you are, you'll be able to do it easily, because you can, even if you come into it a bit tight or an angle where you're going to miss it, you can just steer it in. You can just look at where the line is and steer it in. So really, really straightforward and simple. Just make sure, use your mirrors. Safety observations are separate to using your mirrors. And if you're doing a right reverse like this and you're looking into the bay, you can actually see where the lines are anyway in relation to the car, but still use your mirror, because literally it shows you exactly where the back corner of the car is. So you could never, ever miss the bay. It's really simple, really straightforward. And in the real world, if you're reversing in between cars rather than reversing into empty bays, it's much simpler anyway, because simply put, when does anybody ever really reverse into a completely empty bay? Not very often, in all honesty. You know, this is pretty much just a test maneuver to test that you can reverse the car, you can maneuver the car slowly, checking your mirrors, safety observations, etc. In the real world, if you park between two cars, you can see where they are out the window, so it's really a piece of cake. It's not difficult at all. So use that mirror, look at where the line is, line up one side of the car with the line. It's really easy, okay?